Hello, here we are. Okay. Share the link on the Telegram too. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we have almost no souls, so we can now try, before fighting the boss that we found the last time, we can now try putting our head in the wax, and we can see what happens. I love how they managed to do such a big area, to create such a big area with just one bonfire. That makes you able to go through the entire level without needing any other bonfire, just through shortcuts. It's really an interesting game design choice. Okay, so ouch. Okay, this should be the nearest wax pool. We still have the elm. Let's see if this guy is still... Yeah, they still attack us, so its purpose it's not to make them less hostile. I wonder what the purpose of this thing is. Ooh, here. Okay, so no idea what's the purpose of this. Let's try, maybe we can light up the head at the bonfire. No. I don't know. Okay, I'm really curious. I want to look for this on Facebook, just this thing. Not Facebook, I mean on the internet. Um, oh! Oh, okay, it just ended and I moved my eyes from the phone just to see it ending. Okay, so we didn't test it, but it basically made me immune from. Do you remember the ghost hands coming from the books? Yeah, I am. While my head is in the wax, I don't know if I'm just invulnerable to them or they don't affect me at all to begin with. Okay, the guys are still here, so we can just go straight to the boss. Lorian, Elder Prince Lorian. I don't even remember the ring I have on. The ring. Wow, you tried. Okay, I rolled straight into his attack. I really like the concept of this boss fight. The fact he can teleport in the middle of an attack to surprise you. Ooh. Looks a bit easy. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. Okay, really easy. Ouch. Yeah, I used all the Estus Blast.
dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother, unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
Oh, so that was just the first phase, I guess. Whew, that was close. I teleported out because since I had used almost all the Estus flasks, I know that trying to fight the second and probably most difficult phase of the boss with just one Estus flask isn't a good idea. So I'll prepare better for the boss fight. So what could we do? Maybe we could use this because I think it would increase our damage. So we can remove that. Ouch. Okay, we can remove this and put the pyromancy hand. Then, yeah, the Estus now it's really necessary. This one isn't really that useful because this is good for exploration because it will gradually recover all the little damages you can take and you don't have to waste Estus flasks for little damage because the little recovery this ring does during a long exploration is enough to drink less Estus. In a boss fight this is basically useless. So let's see, 218 plus 87, while if I equip this plus 106, it's kind of a big jump. So yeah, this is the best way to have an offensive ring because I am not skilled enough to use this because I would die, and I'm also not skilled enough to use this in an efficient way. This is not as dangerous as this. This is really dangerous because a good player has to use it, because if you get hit while you are in the range that allows you to have the buff, you die. That's not the same, it's more of a safer ring, but still you can be at full health but you still don't have to get hit. You don't die if you get hit, but you lose the bonus. So okay, it doesn't show how much the damage increases, but we'll use dexterity that increases our damage of 19 points, which aren't bad at all. We can also change the shield to this because we against bosses shields are usually not that useful. And what can we do? The last slot for our ring could be I don't know how much HP you recover. If it's something like Bloodborne, it's really useful because you actually recover uh, an interesting amount of HP. If it's something like the ring in Dark Souls 1, maybe it was this. If it's something like what this ring does in Dark Souls 1, it's useless. Slightly boosts dexterity. This is also really interesting and would bring our attack from 106 to 116. Okay, let's consider an obscure rolling, which makes us a little invisible. I don't think changes in any way the invincibility frames. I just think it's more of a PvP thing to confuse the human enemy. If your enemy is a computer, the fact there's nothing that has to see you, they just know where you are. Counter attacks, critical attacks, no. Ooh, this, yeah, this will you? Oh, that's why magic weapon lasted for so little. Yeah, we have to use this. I almost forgot. So no, we'll have to use this. Greatly boost pyromancies, boost sorceries. Okay, I think this is the best setup we can have. We have to deposit a bunch of stuff because it's getting crowded. Okay. Okay, deposit. Gotthard twin swords, Trunk twin spears. Oh, okay, this is twin swords, this is twin spears, so not the same thing. Lothric knight sword. Yeah, we can leave it. Okay, here we can deposit this. We can keep all of this. We can keep all of these. Black Knight, Outrider Knight, Fallen Knight, Drunk and Assassin. Even the assassin clothes, maybe we can remove them because we'll never use them again. Even if we want a light set, we have better light sets now that doesn't require us to patrol. So yeah, I'll remove the assassin set. Wolf Knight, Outrider Knight, Lothric Knight, Fallen Knight, Nameless Knight. What's Nameless? Oh, okay. Drunk, Fallen, Eastern, Outrider, Wolf. Black, Outrider, Eastern, Fallen, Drunk, Fallen, Eastern. Outrider Dark. Okay. We are ready. Spells. Okay. Of course, magic weapon. What else could we need against a boss? This maybe to remove the, as I did with the Dancer, to remove the last bit of HP. Spook against a boss is totally useless, so nothing interesting. What are our stats? Okay. Let's go. I think, of course, that we will have to fight the phase 1 again. As I was saying, even though it consumed all my Estus flasks. What? Why did I have those resistance build up? Okay. Even though the first phase consumed all of my Estus flasks, that's not what makes a fight hard. If you I don't know if you noticed it, but okay, I'll rephrase what I want to say. It never happened that I lost a boss fight, ouch, because I needed to drink an Estus and I had finished them. A hard boss isn't a boss that you aren't able to defeat because you finished the Estus flask. A hard boss is a boss that kills you even though you had all the Estus flasks to... Oh, they just give up once you enter this corridor. A hard boss, as I was saying, is a boss that kills you even though you have tons of Estus flasks. Ouch.
This spot marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
Ouch. Okay, this has been really fast. Because a boss fight shouldn't really be a fight of resistance. I'm not supposed to die when I can't heal anymore. I'm supposed to die... I don't know what's the resistance build up. I'm supposed to die because the boss killed me and I made a mistake and I had not the time to recover from his damage. Like Champion Gundyr killed me because he never left me the chance of safely using... Oh, come on. Of safely using Estus Flask. In the second phase of his battle, his attacks were really left really small windows to use to heal. So the first phase isn't hard because it gives you plenty of time to heal. What is hard is the management of the resources. but the fight itself is kinda... Wow, I'm still alive, I don't know how. The fight itself is kinda straightforward. Yeah, sometimes I get hit, sure. That's normal. Ooh. Ouch.
This spot
No!
marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
As you can see, I have 11 Estus flasks. So this time I managed the Estus flasks in a way better way than the last fight. But this time I got killed by really fast attacks that didn't leave me the time to heal. Yeah, of course it was my mistake to roll into the attack and choose the wrong time to roll. And so when I received the attack it was too late and the invincibility frames had already ended. Ooh. Come on! I don't know what happened. Somehow they became, their aim became the best in the world. So yeah, this time even though I had 11 Estus flasks, I made a mistake and I died. The other time I wasted a lot more Estus flasks, but I made no lethal mistake. Okay. It's weird that we didn't find the Chloran Tyrion yet. That would be a ring I'd really like to use. Ooh. Okay, this was a bad roll. There's a slightly safer shortcut. Oh, I can't read! Okay. Okay, I won't read right now, Chrome Dome.
This spot.
Fuck, there's a slightly safer shortcut to the right.
Too, if you like.
Shut up! There's a slightly safer shortcut to the right at the top where all the Lothric Knights are. Okay. Okay. Thank you. To the right at the top. Okay. I'm using this shortcut anyway, because of course I guess I still have to activate that other shortcut, right? Come on! So, to the right at the top, which isn't this. Oh! Oh! Okay, thanks. I wonder where this will bring us. Lothric Castle? Where am I? What is this room? Oh! uh, okay. So, okay, I get where I am. I'm near the Dragon Slayer Armor Arena. Okay. Okay, yeah. I guess it's safer, but it's longer and with two elevators, because for the Dragon Slayer boss fight, which was that, I don't know which one is better. I mean, yeah, this is safer for sure, but I fear it's longer. Hmm, yeah, it's longer. Okay, yeah, it sure will help to just avoid every fight and not having to be afraid even of the little minions. I mean, a bonfire near the second elevator wouldn't really hurt, I guess, instead of placing useless bonfire in the rest of the areas, like the two bonfires at the start of the Grand Archives. And most of all, I don't have to forget about sending the elevators back down, because otherwise we would have to wait twice the time for every time we try the boss fight. didn't expect. Come on.
This spot marks our grave, but you
I don't know what
rest here
happened
too,
right now.
if you
I
like.
just everything I did was wrong. I swear that won't happen again. "37 minutes and I didn't do anything." Okay. Oh, there's also something else that we have absolutely to do after the boss fight. There is no reason to hurry, which will require us to make a visit in an Orlando again. One thing with that elevator is that you can get a titanic slab if you let it go back to the top and wait for another one. The second one, you mean? The second elevator? This one? Oh, right, like the one in the first Sigvard encounter. Thanks! Great! So I guess there's literally nothing else. Yeah. If we die, and I'm afraid we will die. Wow, a floating shield, that's great. um, so, more than if, when we die, we'll go back to Firelink Shrine and bring our dear Uchigatana to +10. Okay. Okay.
This spot
No!
marks our
Okay, this was
grave,
my mistake.
but you may
I
rest here too, if you like.
failed a roll. Just the last roll, because all the damage I was getting was intended. I didn't really care. It was I preferred to take damage and do some damage to him in exchange. But I was supposed to roll, get in a safe place, heal, and then fight again. Oh, before we go, at this point, let's pay. Oh no, we don't have any souls at all, so we should at least have some souls. Huh. If we want some souls, we have to kill something. I don't know what I have today. I'm playing worse than usual. I mean, I'm not a pro player or anything anyway, but I'm not this bad usually. Okay. These souls, I guess, should be enough. 5 Estus flasks for a minion a night. Okay. I wonder what causes me that resistance build up.
Ah, 'tis wasn't he?
Yeah. Plus 22.
Pretty be careful. I don't want.
Supreme weapon trophy. Okay, back to the boss. And now I hope with better results. I think the episode of today will be relatively short. It depends of by how much time we take to kill the boss, because after the boss I only want to do something, just a thing that I know how to do, and I kinda had to. That's the only spoiler that I searched for, because I would have never find out by myself. No way I would have never found it. So I looked for something that I was missing in an Orlando, and all the veterans probably know what I'm talking about, and we'll go there after the boss. Those are the only two things that I want to do in this stream: the boss fight and to visit that hidden place in an Orlando. Okay. I'm not being able to drink. Okay. Now. Okay. How much Estus I use? 6?
Oh, dear brother. I'm on my way.
We'll watch it in its entirety, this cutscene, for the second time. The next time I skip it.
Unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would. For that is our curse.
Okay, there are somewhat same, weak brother and a completely hollow, stronger brother. If I'm not right, if I'm not wrong. And now the weak one is maybe giving its strength to the older one. They're cool as fuck. Oh, Lothric is the younger prince. What? Okay, so the older one uses magic, while the younger one uses magic, while the older one fights as usual.
This spot
No.
marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
I wonder what happens. We damaged the elder one, so Lorien and Lothric. Lothric, the name of the castle and everything, is also its name. So unlike Lordran and Drangleic, where you don't have a person named Lordran or Drangleic, Lothric has the name of that prince. Or the prince has the name of the place, I don't know. I don't think so, it's more likely that the place has the name of the prince than the opposite. I wonder what happens when we kill the elder one but not the younger one, because the younger one, if we killed somehow first the younger one, probably the boss fight would be back to the first phase. We would just fight the older one alone. But the opposite is not possible, I think, because the younger one is using the elder one as a body to move. So what happens? You just kill the younger one, you just kill Lothric, and he can't move and can't react, and becomes somehow like the fights against the bed of chaos once you reach the heart of the bed of chaos, I mean, of course. Or maybe like in Demon Souls, the fight against True King Allant, which is just a useless blob. Okay. Oh. Okay, the solution is don't get greedy. If you're not greedy and you do your rolls right, I guess. If you don't get greedy and just do one attack, it's easy.
This spot
Oh,
marks our grave.
I was still
You
getting
may
up.
rest here too,
Okay.
if you like.
I understand the pattern somehow. I love how in Dark Souls any boss is difficult on its own. I mean, except some bosses like, for example, Pinwheel, which were kind of not, how can you say it, not really scaled to the level the player is supposed to be once he reaches that place. But every boss is difficult, even if you face a stronger and harder boss, it doesn't matter. Of course, if you're a Dark Souls veteran, you're more skilled and you will understand how a new boss works pretty quickly. But in any case, you will struggle a bit, even if just for the time to understand the new boss. So it doesn't matter if you killed, I don't know, Ornstein and Smaug, which in my opinion is still one of the hardest boss battles in the game. Even a simpler boss fight will kill you somehow, because it will surprise you. Oh.
This spot marks our grave. But you
Fuck,
may
I
rest
didn't
here
see
too,
him. I
if
looked
you like.
around, but he was in the corner. The last place I looked into. Fuck this. The walk to the boss is really boring. Yeah, the bonfire placement is a flaw of this game. Not because there are a lot of useless bonfire, that wouldn't be a flaw in itself. I mean, useless doesn't mean bad, it just means useless. In the worst case scenario, it's the same thing as it didn't existed, okay? But for every bonfire, for every useless bonfire, there is a location in which a bonfire would have been way more useful. Like, for example, a bonfire there instead of the chest. Instead of the chest, you put a bonfire here, and you're both near to Lothric and Lorien, and near the Dragon Slayer armor. No,
Marks our
why?
grave, but you may rest here
rolled.
too, if you like.
Here we are again. No! Oh fuck, I forgot to send the elevator back the last time. So we now have to get up. Hand it down. Ah. Why? I want a bonfire there. I want a bonfire there. Oh. Ouch. Ooh. Yes. I used really few Estus flask, right? Like 3, 4. Okay, I'll skip it. 4. So I want to go in that corner, so come on if you want to fight me. Corners are bad. Ooh, wrong roll twice. Fuck. No,
This spot marks
no!
our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
Fuck, this was going well, but I panic rolled at the end. The worst thing of this boss fight is the walk before. If I ever, I won't, but if I ever in my life will be a game designer, I swear you will have a bonfire slash save point before any fucking boss. As a player, there is no thing on earth that I hate more than big walks before bosses. They're not hard, they're not challenging, they're just boring. There is literally no purpose in having to do this shit. And I'm starting to hate a boss fight that I actually think is really cool. Ouch. Yes. What? A double teleport? Okay, it teleports a lot more.
Dear brother.
Okay, you have to kill the younger one. Ouch. The purpose of the fight is killing the younger one, because otherwise he will just resurrect the elder brother.
This spot marks our
Fuck.
grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
Okay. But this is really useful information, because we now know that hits that don't hit the older brother in the back are not completely useless, but for sure less useful, because the younger brother will resurrect the older one. So yeah, that's what happens when you kill the elder brother first. So the best thing to do is hitting the back, because is the place where the younger brother is. Not saying you should kill the younger brother first. That's actually, I don't think that's possible, because every hit to Lorian, every hit to Lothric also hits Lorian, but not every hit to Lorian hits Lothric. So I think that Lorian dies first anyway, but if you attack Lothric, you will be able to kill Lothric while he is resurrecting Lorian. And I'm getting better at the boss, even though I still don't manage to avoid the first move. Okay.
This spot
No!
marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
Is there a way to make Lothric shut up? It's already enraging to lose normally. Being mocked too is a bit too much. And here we are again, taking elevators. Their design is awesome. Aesthetically speaking, it's probably one of my favorite boss battles, and the boss battles And the boss battle is cool too. The mechanic, I mean the teleporting mechanic has already been done, but more with sorcerers like Pinwheel or the Crystal Sages. It's probably the first time that a teleporting mechanic is used with a mostly physical boss, which is really neat because you see he starts an attack, then he teleports and completes the attack he started. And so you don't know, you know what attack is coming, but don't know from where it will come. But this fucking first hit, no way to avoid it. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, like this. Okay. Okay. That was cool. Fuck. Okay, I have to hit him on the back.
This spot
No.
marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
I'll turn down the volume a bit. My volume, not yours. Really challenging. I'm thinking about the myself of 1 hour ago that said that this boss fight was easy, while he only was getting through the first phase. Yeah. Yeah, champ. Say that it's easy now. It's also the perfect example of a good boss fight that teaches you how to fight the boss itself. A bit like the Dark Lurker in Dark Souls 2. You have a pattern which is used since the beginning, and that pattern doesn't change. Lorian, not Lodric, sorry. Lorian will fight in exactly the same way for the whole battle. Maybe it will be a bit more aggressive in the second phase, but he doesn't change that much. But on that basic simple pattern that was kind of easy in the first phase, a second pattern gets added and gets added in a point where you have already mastered the first pattern. So now the challenge becomes being able to master both patterns after you have learned the first one. No! Okay. Oh fuck, come on. Okay. Yes. Okay, the back. Yes. Hitting in the back. No. Yes. Ooh. Okay. Where is he?
This spot
Come on!
marks our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
I'm sure I checked there, and he was not there. If only they put fucking bonfire near the boss, I probably wouldn't be this pissed, because every death would not mean waiting 2 minutes to get to the boss again. Of these 1 hour and 24 minutes of stream, at least half of them is probably the path to the boss. If I'll ever have a role in the development of a game, you'll have a fucking bonfire or save point or that equivalent of that respective game before any boss. Getting back to the boss. Oh, I was so pissed I forgot about this! Okay. Getting back to the boss isn't hard, it's boring. Oh. Okay, this try is started bad and is going worse.
Spot marks
Why?
our grave, but you may rest here too, if you like.
But don't get nervous. If you get nervous, it's worse. But the best thing about Dark Souls is the feeling you get after killing a boss you were having trouble with. So I'm enduring through this. I'm bearing all this saltiness just for that moment. And this time I'll try not to forget to use magic weapon before entering the boss room, maybe. So Cromdom, what is your favorite boss fight from the ones that I faced in Dark Souls 3? And I don't mean what boss fight you liked the most that I played. I'm not saying in which boss fight I fought better. I'm saying which is your favorite of those bosses. Just to talk a bit. Nothing. I can't fucking avoid that first attack. Okay. Fine. Come here. Come here. maybe Yorm, Wolnir, or the Abyss Watchers. I'll say my opinion later about these choices. Okay, I'll say it now. Totally agree on the Abyss Watchers. Cool boss fight, cool the fact that there was one against the other that helped you.
Dear brother,
Best
I'm
boss
on
fight.
my way.
Wolnir, I don't really like puzzle boss fights to begin with. You understand? The challenge in Wolnir is just understanding that you have to break the bracelets. And Yorm, same thing. It would have been a great boss fight if he had less health and you had to kill it normally. But it's ugly to kill normally because of his enormous health pool, and killing it with the Storm Ruler isn't that. I mean, lore-wise, yes, Yorm is a awesome boss fight. Facing him with Sigward is great, but in gameplay, normally it's impossible because of his health pool, and with the Storm Ruler, it's just cheap. Okay. Oh, wrong roll. Woo. So okay. Oh no.
Dear brother.
Okay.
Mark my words, Ashen One. You remain among the accursed.
Yeah, this feeling. This fucking feeling. Okay, so the goal was just killing Lothric. You have to kill Lothric if you killed Lorien first. But when you kill Lothric, you don't have to kill Lorian again after the brother is dead. Oh, yes. Please give me a minute. Oh. Fuck yes. So is there a way to get on the upper part of this room? Oh god, we did it. Oh, come on. Okay. No. I'm sad. It looks like... But I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know why I feel I know this room somehow. Oh god. Okay, Fighting Shrine. Level up. Explore the area in Anor Londo, which I told you guys that I wanted to explore. And we're done for today. Okay, the souls of the brother, of course. Cinders of a lord left by Prince Lothric. If the lords will not return to their thrones themselves, let them return as cinders. The Lothric bloodline was obsessed with creating a worthy heir, and when this proved impossible, resorted to unspeakable means. Suffice it to say, the path to linking the fire is a cursed one indeed. And the soul? The two princes rejected their duty to become Lords of Cinder and settled down far, far away to watch the fire fade from a distance. A curse makes their souls nearly inseparable. This is beautiful. And the worst thing is, I had to kill them to progress in the game, but if I wasn't using a character in a game, but I was inside that world, I totally would not do that, because as we chose in the last episodes, my character now wants the same thing that they wanted: let the fire fade. So why killing them when you just can let the fire fade, okay?
Welcome, husband. Ashen one, if thine heart kill me, I will return as it is. Very well, then taken.
Okay, we have 2 levels. I think it's time to bring Fate to 12. And maybe then Strength to 18, so that after that we won't care about Strength and Fate at all, forever. Can be an idea. I don't know. Or maybe Dexterity? So it's Dexterity the stat that we will ignore for a bit? Or maybe Intelligence. So that we are more near to our goal, which is 30. Chromedom, what should I do? Considering that I want to bring at the end strength to 18 and fate to 12, dexterity and intelligence to 30, dexterity maybe even more, and all these 3 stats to 30. That's the end game goal. But for now, what would you do? Are you taking this time to choose, like me?
Farewell, Ash mayst thou.
I'll do something else until I get an answer.
Aha, thou art returned, and a fine day it is. So, the eyes show a world destitute of a place. So, I willed myself what is thine.
He wants to link the fire, unlike the princes. Lothric's Holy Sword, which is... why all these weapons require fate? 12 was my end goal. Okay, this absolutely not. Totally not. This is a pure strength weapon, so no. Lothric, they're both useless for us. This because it's strength, this because it has dexterity. Of course it's probably the less useless, but requires 14 fate and scales with fate. So Prince Lothric's straight sword, blessed by Emma with potent magic. Who's Emma? Young Lothric was meant to be a champion and was expected to wield this platinum sword, but some things will remain distant dreams forever. Yeah, I guess, because this is the sword itself the Lorians used, but Lothric had no sword at all, so this is the sword that he would have used if he... I'd say go for intelligence. Intelligence it is. This is the sword that he would have used, but he never got to use, because maybe I think the reason is that he was supposed to be a strong champion, but as we saw, he grew out to be a weakling, a weak boy, not very strong, and his talent maybe was magic, not really pure strength, unlike Lorien, which we'll now read the description. Ultra Great Sword of Lorien, Princess Lothric's older brother, cast in smoldering molten steel and stained black. Before Lorien embraced his brother's scars, he was a knight who single-handedly slayed the Demon Prince, but the victory eternally scorched his world with flame. Who is the Demon Prince? Did we ever meet this Demon Prince in any of the Souls games? Demon Prince. I'm thinking about all the princes and all the demons. Or all the characters, maybe human NPCs, evil enough to be called Demon Prince.
I took them and choose thy fate all the more.
Welcome home. Speak very well. Then Haken.
Here we go with the intelligence.
Farewell, Ashen, mayst thou.
And now I'll buy Lotric's sword. But I'm still thinking about the...
Aha, that so.
There was the old Demon King, but that might have been just a coincidence. The old Demon King was connected to flames. Sure. Demons born from fireborn. What's the weapon of the Demon King? The weapon of the Demon King and the enchantment of the Demon King don't actually talk about the Demon King, unlike the swords of Lothric and Lorien. So I don't actually know the lore of the Demon King. We read these souls in the past, but I don't remember it. Of course, I should rewatch the gameplay in which we got it. Single-handedly slayed the Demon Prince, and the victory eternally scorched his sword with flame. Nothing comes to my mind that is connected to the first two games. Nothing.
I took the mantle of Lord of Cinder of mine own volition. I speak these words with pride. Choose thy fate all the more.
So he wants us to link the flame. We don't, and that's also what the princess would want, to let it fade. Okay. I'll now spend the souls because we used a lot of arrows for the dragons, so yeah.
Ashen 1.
For the dragons and the great archives. I can't wait to finish this game and read the books, because you see, there are two ways for me to get the lore of Dark Souls 3 out of the internet, of course, because I will watch videos from Vatividia and that kind of stuff, and the wikis, but I have two books that will explain me the lore. One directly and the other indirectly. The one that will make me understand things indirectly is this. Dark Souls Trilogy Compendium. This is basically the Dark Souls encyclopedia. And inside here there's everything. All the maps, the item descriptions, the dialogues. So when I'll finish the game, I still have to read everything in this, even the parts about Dark Souls 1 and 2. I still haven't read any of these because I wanted to first finish Dark Souls 3 and then read everything. But as I was saying, this is a book that will explain me the things indirectly, because I will only be able to reread dialogues and the item descriptions and everything contained in the game, but it won't really explain me the things. I will just have all the pieces, all the bits to connect it myself. There is, however, a book that will explain me what is happening, because I'm understanding a lot of things. Who followed me like Chromdom knows that a lot of the time in my streams goes out talking about the lore, but those are all just my theories, while the book that will explain me what I don't know is this. Dark Souls Beyond the Grave, Volume 2. I still have to read these two, and I already read the Volume 1, which is about Demon Souls, Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, while Volume 2 is about Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and I still haven't read it. So yeah, once I finish this game, I have a bunch of interesting stuff to read. But now, let's go to Anor Londo. Because as I told you, there's something that I don't know. I know how to reach it, and I would have never find out by myself. I just watched a video on YouTube for the location, and I don't know what's there. I just know that there's something. What? We just got some souls out of nowhere? Chromdom, I think you already know where I am going. Little bastards. How the fuck would someone know this? I wonder how the first player who found this out felt. Fucking bastards. Okay. So we have an NPC here, and talking to her is the last thing we'll do. And then... okay, no items. Nothing in particular. But we can get down. Painting Guardian! The guys from Dark Souls 1, he was a Painting Guardian, this guy here. So I'm happy he died because he was an asshole. Oh my god, so maybe we'll find Ariamis down here. So there's an item there. Painting Guardian hood, painting... Okay, the Painting Guardian set. Probably this is the safest way. Okay. I feel like an acrobat in a circus. Okay, I think this is safe. So there's a wall area. I only thought of the tower. Irritating. I know where we are. Oh my god. I remember. Yeah. When I reached this room, when we went to Iritil for the first time, we explored all this area, we found that way, which is the one you're supposed to go, and I was wondering what was the purpose of this room. I thought it was some kind of shortcut, but after that, of course, we never used it, but I never think about that twice. Oh my god. This was really unexpected. Prison tower. Let's go back to the bonfire to talk with our new friend. And then this stream will be over with just a boss fight as a content, even though I played for 2 hours. Hello. Okay.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knights. What beckoned thee to such a place? Thou thinkst too? Very well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose. Thou'st journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon. Thou art now a blade of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company. Swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
Was Ariamis the only other place besides Cyrodiil that was covered by snow or had snow in it? In the Wall Souls saga, you mean? There is the DLC of Dark Souls 2.
Oh, if I can provide thee succor, only tell me how. Long ago, our father Gwyn, lamenting the waning of the fire, became cinder of his own will. Now, the fire is linked by the champions who have come in his stead. Such is the will of Father and the gods. And so the Dark Moon Knights took arms to watch over those who link the fire. But long ago, our company lost its last proper knight. Only its covenant was preserved to this day, until the time of thy visit. Heirdom taketh many forms, indeed. May I pose thee a question? This tower, this prison, stands tall and solitary, the contraption bridging its lower reaches long unmoving. So, by what path didst thou here ascend? Art thou a creature of the air? Or other winged thing? No, of course not. Forgive my prying. Think no more on mine asking. I am ashamed to say I know very little of anything.
What a weird question.
Long ago, our father, now such as but long ago, only its heirdom. Long ago, now such but
Okay.
heirdom. Off so soon? May the dark moon watch over thee.
She's a cutie, but even though we have no hard sentiments against her, we aren't actually her allies. We don't want what she wants. She wants the fire to be linked again too. So, regarding your question, places covered by snow in the Dark Souls saga, you have Ariamis, Cyrodiil isn't really covered in snow. Yeah, it has a blue turquoise color scheme, but I don't remember actual snow. I mean, yeah, there's a bit of snow in Anor Londo, so yeah, there's a bit of it in Cyrodiil too, but it's not like a main characteristic like in Ariamis and the area of the second DLC of Dark Souls 2, the one in the snow. And then you also have Ariandel, of course, even though we never explored it as an area, but we have been there just for 5 minutes. Okay, back to Firing Shrine, where we will say goodbye. So next episode, I don't really know where we should go now. We have the souls, we have the cinders of Lothric. I always mix up Lothric and Lorien. We have the cinders of Lothric, which we should place here, but not now, the next time. I think they will open a new path, I guess. but we don't really know. Just exploring the Firing Shrine just in case I lost some NPC dialogue. There's another secret that you'll probably enjoy. Tell me. Tell me, because if it's something fast like that tower, I could consider to go there in this episode. Remember that if your message is too long, I won't be able to read it, so if the instructions for the secret you're telling me are too long, write them in short, different messages. Holy King Lothric, last stop of his life. Near the area where you found the large group of grave wardens in the courtyard. Grave wardens. Where? Of which area are you talking about? Grave wardens. Who are grave wardens?
How?
There's a small open area that has knights sitting at the edge.
Ashen One. Bring. Is it? How? Ashen One.
Where? Near the area where you found the large group of grave... Which courtyard? Which grave wardens? Ah, okay, Irithil Dungeon. Okay, maybe I understand. I'll go there. Tell me if I understand correctly the area that you mean. So, Irithil Dungeon. Okay, jailers. Small open area. No, allora, large group of grave wardens in the courtyard. To reach the area with a lot of grave wardens, which was the path, the shortest path? Okay, this one led to the pit with the rats, so no. Oh yeah, I remembered the path to the area. Yeah, this one. If I remember correctly. I think you mean this, right? So what's the secret? Yeah, okay, so this is the path to the jailers. What's the secret? Do I have to hit them? Now, if you got the sitting emote from the corpse after the Oseiros boss, use it near the dragon corpse. Okay. Uh, okay. Where the fuck I am? Okay, I can see the sun, which is good, I guess, after being in so many dark places. Okay, Archdragon Peak. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't want to die, not because of the souls, but because I'm embered. Archdragon Peak. How did it happen? Did my body die and now I'm in some kind of astral plane or anything? Because I saw my character falling asleep, but since those knights totally weren't sleeping, they were dead. I wonder what happened. Homeward balls? Ouch. Okay. Okay, that shortcut has to be unlocked first. Three of them. Are you serious? It could be similar to how you get to Honor Long in the first game, by means of being carried by a creature, but I think they would show it, and the fact that the bodies of the other characters were still there, that means they haven't physically been carried. I'm wasting so many. No. Okay. Large doesn't charge. The fact that the other bodies were there means that... Oh no, another one! I hate these guys already. Okay. A bonfire, please, a bonfire. I didn't want to explore a whole other area. I thought it was something little, like the tower in an Orlando. Oh, a bonfire, great. We'll take this little item. And here we are. Oh, yes, thanks. Ooh, another item. Ember. Okay, so somehow we reached this place that I of course won't explore now, but it's a place more. Is this a DLC or it was in the main game? Because usually this kind of places that I reached by teleporting and not by walking are DLCs. Oh, it was in the main game, okay. For example, the way you reached Ula's Hill in Dark Souls 1, or the way you reached the DLCs in Dark Souls 2, even though there are other instances of teleporting, of places that you reach by teleporting, which are in the main game, like Ariandel, no, like Ariamis, and what else? Ariamis and Archdragon Peak. I don't think Dark Souls 2 has places, as regular places that are reached by teleporting. Dark Souls 2 has the giant memories and the dark levels. the dark areas of the Dark Covenant. I don't remember specifically the name, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So, with this 900... Okay, last thing before we go, since we have the amount of souls needed for what I want to do. Let's buy another piece of Artorias armor. The gloves. We just need to kill a Black Knight. No drops. Okay. Oop.
Well, what can this...
Yeah. What can we buy with them? With the remaining souls? Nothing. Okay, nothing.
Best not...
Now we are really done. Next episode we'll place the souls, the cinders of Lothric in its altar, see what that causes, what's the consequence of that, and once we do that we will go to Archdragon Peak or the area opened by Lothric's cinders. See you tomorrow or any of the next days. Bye bye.